highly philosophical bent. I have a question for you. I didn't know if I was bent that way or not, but I supposed I was glad he thought I was. Are your fingers alive? I wiggled my fingers on the steering wheel. I considered making a joke about them coming alive and attacking me, but that joke would be mostly visual and not that funny anyway. I decided to take his question seriously. I'm alive, I said, and my fingers are a part of me. But what's the part of you that is actually living? He asked. Your heart? Is your heart alive? I wouldn't say it's alive, but I can't live without it. Not the same thing, is it? How about the brain? Gloria asked from the back seat. That massive gray matter, said Trap. The brain is just another organ. Like Alden said, you can't live without it, but that doesn't make it a living initiative. Then what are you suggesting? Asked Gloria. Our bodies are not alive, said Trap. The only living initiatives are ideas. That's the brain, said Gloria. No. What if ideas exist outside the brain? Our brains simply perceive them. There was that word again, perceive. You smell a flower, or hear a violin, but the flower and the violin aren't inside your brain. Your brain simply registers the smell or the sound. The same can be said about ideas. They are alive, living outside our brains. Our brain simply perceives and registers them. After all, a brain surgeon can't tell you where a certain idea exists in your brain. She can't tell you what cells make up that particular idea. She might look at an electronic image of your brain, and she can tell you what part of the brain is active when you listen to music, or eat, or play bridge, but that's the perception of the idea, not the idea itself. So how does that make them alive? I asked. Think about it, he said. Ideas evolve. They reproduce. That's the very definition of life.